You know what time it is? It's time for KP's Video News. KP Video News, y'all. KP Video News, y'all. KP Video News, y'all. Right. That's right, y'all. It's time for KP's Video News. And I gotta throw another one out there. Another one. Some scammers out there, man. Some scammers out there that's trying to stick people up. I'm telling you, man. Some scammers out here. You gotta watch them. You have got to watch them. And it's a wire fraud scam. And he tried to get your boy, man. But it didn't go. Didn't go the way they planned it. Anyway, you have it's a new scam. It's new to me, but you know, these cats, man, are just tricky. They out here now and they trying to figure out all these different kind of ways of sticking you up, man, trying to separate you from your dollars. And you have to be really, really diligent on what you're doing these days. And so this is the way this scam works, is that you have these scammers that try to put like merchandise on the internet. And in this particular case, it's a car for sale. Guys have a car for sale, got these beautiful pictures all set up, telling you, describing the vehicle, you know, how much they want for it, how many miles they got on it, and all the rest of this, where it's located. And so then the scam goes like this. You get in contact with the people, say you're interested in buying the vehicle. They turn around and tell you, well, I'm getting ready to go out of town, so therefore I'm selling the car real cheap, and I'm going to have, you know, if you want to get the car, this is how much it costs and this is where it's located. So you say, okay, you send them an email, you say, okay, I want to buy the vehicle. Then they send you back another email saying, well, I turned the car over to a shipping company, and contact the shipping company, in this particular case, WY GATESHIP LLC, which is supposed to be out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and they'll send you an email letting you know how to do it. So you contact them, and they'll send you back a letter stating that, one, you need to wire transfer the amount of the vehicle to them. Two, they'll hold the money in escrow for you and the seller. Three, they'll ship the car to you, stating that you can check the car out for five days, and if you don't like it in 5 days, you can contact them and they'll send the truck back to come get the car, and you can send it back and they'll give you back your money. Sounds real nice, doesn't it? However, first of all, the pictures that you see on the internet are a scam. They're not even the real pictures of a real car, because after I looked, I discovered this same vehicle 4 times. 4 times on the internet. It was at carsoodle.com, it was at listedby.com, carsplus.com, and another website. Same exact car, and each time it was a different price, but it was the same exact pictures. So you go through the motions and you send these people your wire transfer them your money, and if you're not careful, your money just disappears. You'll never get the vehicle, and your money would be gone. It would be gone. So it's a scam. So first of all, the first tip is never wire transfer any money up front for anything. I don't care what it is. Never give people a wire transfer up front under no circumstances, unless unless you're able to touch, see, feel, and examine the merchandise. First, do not, that's what I'm telling you, do not, if you don't get a chance to actually see the vehicle or see the furniture or say a musical instrument you're trying to buy or whatever, and they want you to transfer money, don't do it until you get that merchandise in your hand. So then number two rule is you got to do research. Check the names, check the addresses, go on Google. If they got addresses that they send you on the email, check those addresses to see if these are exact specific places. Because when I check these addresses, it's like the so-called seller and the so-called WY GATESHIP, they were vacant lots. So go on Google Maps, check those addresses out, and then you'll see that those are not real businesses, period. Then you can also go to the Better Business Bureau and check licenses. Check to see if these people have licenses, or if anybody ever filed any complaints against the companies that you're trying to deal with. So third price, if you're going to deal, third tip, if you're going to deal with a car, you need to go to www.nicb.org/VIN-check to see if the vehicle is stolen, or if the vehicle has any type of liens on it, or if the vehicle has been registered as salvage, a salvage vehicle. So, like I said, you never go through the motions of sending any money up front unless you got the merchandise in your hand. The merchandise in your hand. Do not pay in advance. Don't do it. Now, I'm going to tell you the process of if you do go through this scam and you make a mistake, I'll tell you how to get your money back. Tell you how to get your money back if they try to scam you. First step of getting your money back, quickly contact your bank and initiate a SWIFT recall. SWIFT, SWIFT recall, RECALL, on the wire transfer that left your account. You need to call your bank and let them know about the wire transfer you made was fraudulent, and that you are requesting a SWIFT recall to be initiated, and you must have all the information about the wire transfer. In other words, you need they're going to send you, this bogus company is going to send you account number and a what's the other number they usually give you? You got the account number, and then you have the what's the name of that number? Can't think of it now. Let me look at this account. The routing number and the account number. They're going to send you a account number and a routing number so you can put the money in their account. Hold on to that information, because you're going to need that. You're going to need that to give it to your bank if you're going to try to get your money back. So you need that information. Alternatively, if the funds or part of the funds have already been moved, you need to ask the bank to find out where the money was sent, and ask them to contact the third bank if they move the money, to try to put a freeze on that account, request a freeze on the account of that received the money. And so you got to make a note of all the banks that you dealt with to make sure you keep all that information, man. Keep all that information in hand. Step number 2 of getting your funds back is to file a complaint with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. That's IC3. You contact the FBI's Internet Crime Center. You can go just Google FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center, and then it'll take you right there where you can fill out the form online. And you'll need to provide the information about the transaction, the scam itself, and the victim. And it's a good idea to add the details, like the contents of the phishing email, the links that you click, etc. You know, the names of the websites, the web pages. This particular, say, like I said, WY GATESHIP LLC, they got even had a bogus web page set up. So they needed all that. People, I'm telling you now, you cannot allow these people to get you by doing this. Hold on. All right. So, I mean, these things go on. They go on all the time, So it ain't nothing new. It happens all the time. But like I said, you contact the FBI, your local FBI field office, and file that IC3 complaint number, and find your local. Then you got your local field office. After you fill out your complaint form, print out that complaint form that you get on the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center website, and you're going to take that form over to your local FBI office, and you turn it into the Processing the Financial Cybercrimes Division. So then, back to the bank thing. You're going to contact all banks that might have received your funds. Every bank, man. If the crooks manage to transfer your money to another bank, now you must contact every single one of these banks and ask to speak to their fraud department about requesting a swift recall and a fraud freeze on the recipient's accounts. So therefore, you can stop all of that, man. You can stop all that madness, and you can stop all that foolishness. Alternative, if the money has already been moved to a fourth bank account, you'll need to follow the same steps. However, how many banks they transfer that money to, you got to do the same steps and follow that money. Keep following it. Now, one way you may not get your money back is if they have done something sneaky with the money, and I'm not going to even mention that because, hey, there's crooks out there that be watching these kind of pages anyway, just like I'm doing. But letting you know, it's a bunch of scammers out there, and bunch of scammers out there, man. Like I said, this vehicle they had listed for $3,800. They had the same vehicle listed for $7,000. They had it listed again for $5,000. 4 different web pages. They got this same vehicle listed, and it's a scam. So each time they get people for that money, that money is who knows how much money they've already made off of this one picture. That's all it is a picture and a fake website and a fake shipping company website that if you get in contact with them and they give you, they'll use a burner phone. So when you contact them and you're trying to get information like where's the car, where's the money, and the next time when you call them back, the doggone phone won't even ring. The shit'll just go like the phone's disconnected. So those steps: contact your bank. If you want to get your money back, do a swift recall. Have them do a swift recall. Give them all the account numbers and the why do I keep forgetting the name of that? The routing number and the names, all the names. Write down all the names of the people that you come in contact with, all the phone numbers that people you come in contact with, all the addresses of the people you come in contact with, because you're going to need all of that information. And whatever information you have is better. The quicker you do it, the better. And be safe out there, folks, and don't allow these scammers to take advantage of you and try to burn you. Because like I said,
and you know what time
trying
it
to
is?
Get your boy, man.
It's time for KP's Video News.
But it didn't work.
KP's Video News, y'all.
Fastball.
KP's Video News, y'all. KP's Video News, y'all. Right.
KP's Video News, y'all.